They said to me, "We were prescribed fluoxetine when we first got her." And I asked, "When did you get her?" 3 years ago, they said. "When did you notice it wasn't working?" They looked at each other and said, "About a year and a half ago." "And were you working with a professional at the time?" "No. We hired a trainer first. That didn't help, but the vet gave us the meds." Okay, so do you find this alarming? Because you should. And my warning systems went off. We need a caregiver who understands how to emotionally support the dog. I always say that many dogs need a support person, much like many humans need a support dog. Observational things like deep quality sleep, recovery time, even self-grooming, areas like this can be tracked, and they can be tracked every day. So a behaviorist can guide you through what to track and also provide feedback. And this is required on a daily basis for about 3 to 4 weeks, ideally. And then that information can be provided to the veterinarian. And then we also want to look for moments of hesitation, those white pathway moments that I call, that moment between when the dog is deciding, do I need to respond to a threat? Or do I need guidance? Am I a little uncertain? Am I not sure about which way to go? And that's a great intervention point. So the white pathway is very important to understand. When these things are tracked and interpreted, where we can go with that is to look more at systems than symptoms. And the minute that we look at the systems, think about an ecosystem around a dog. The sooner that we can understand the ecosystem around the dog, what we're able to do is to better understand why that behavior is emerging and what we can do to help it. Now, one of the tools we can use is medication, but it's not all that we use. And we know this is a standard protocol that's when we put a dog on medication, that we always have it with behavior modification. But if we do that pre-tracking of the behavior, then during the work that we're doing with the vet and deciding on the medication is one part. Then we move you to track how we're progressing with work you can do. So it's very targeted strategic work, because we now know where the behavior the undesirable behavior that you're seeing is emerging from. And with that, a plan can be developed, a very, very strategic plan. So you're not doing a whole pile of things that every other dog trainer has ever taught you. You're actually getting to effective work, getting the dog to a place that you've never seen before, a dog that is safe, a dog that is comfortable, right? So this isn't about doing more. It's about doing differently, so that dogs and their people have more than just a prescription. They have a plan. When we talk about medication and behavior, it's not about being before or against. It's about asking, have we set the environment for it to be effective? Do you see what I mean? And is that caregiver part of the plan? So if you're a caregiver watching this now, you have to be part of the plan. You have to be able to relate to your dog, to guide your dog in a way that you might not have done before. If your dog is new to you, it's even more important. And this is where a behaviorist can really come in and lend a hand. You need to learn how to communicate and have a dialogue with your dog, where you're able to ask questions and your dog can respond back with a yes, no, or maybe, and then engage the dog in responding effectively to that answer. And it's about ensuring your responses as a caregiver, good, bad, or ugly, are understood on how they're reaching the dog, what that impact is, and to be able to be accountable for it, to change if necessary how you're responding to the dog who is feeling unsafe. This is shared work across professions, across roles, whether you're a caregiver or a behaviorist or trainer. It's about coming together and being a team for that dog. The more we observe, the more we track, the more we include the human-animal relationship in our interpretation, the better outcome decisions there will be. Medication is powerful, but power without structure can't support long-term change. I want to thank you for being here. Professional, a behaviorist, a trainer, a vet, just know you're not alone. Please leave a comment. You can or reach out to me privately if you'd like. We all want the same thing here. Relief that lasts, right? Behavior that reflects healing. And dogs that are not just quiet. Please subscribe, share, like, make a comment. Let me know if this work helps you. I'd really like to hear from you. It would mean so much. Thanks again. Bye for now.